Welcome back. This one's called Motorcycle Freedom. It's about the freedom a person experiences when riding out free on a motorcycle, away from the day-to-day static of everyday life. There's a little bit at the end of the video just explaining how things were done, etc. for those that are into that. Run the track. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, I'd really appreciate a like or a subscribe. That would mean a lot to me and spur me on to do future videos. This particular track was more or less made the exact same way that I made Plan 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've given you a link in the description below to that video, so we're not going over the same ground. But there was one thing in particular that was slightly different in this track that I felt was worthy of sharing. What I came across was that the frequency range of the vocal in this case, because it was quite a harsh, distorted vocal, kind of coincided with the frequencies of the rhythm guitar bus. And it wasn't quite sitting in the mix. So I thought of the usual method where you might duck the guitar bus by sending the vocals to the side chain of a compressor. However, sometimes that's a little bit laggy, particularly if it's a fast track. And I had this plugin, which I hadn't used much before, by Waves, called the AQ Curve EQ, which is like an intelligent EQ. On this plugin, in the top left-hand corner, is a feature called Mix Sense. And what that does is it takes an input and ducks the frequencies of what you've got the curves on the bus of only in those frequencies that coincide. So it makes for a more transparent ducking type effect. So I tried it with the vocals in this case, and I think it worked quite well. To get the audio to the sidechain, I used an audio splitter merger, and I think most DAWs probably got these. Reason's got one that comes with it, which I used. But if you're using another DAW, you might be able to use a small plug-in mixer to do the same thing. So you've got continuity of output of your vocal into its channel on the main mixer while splitting it out so you can send the same signal to the curves mix sense to cause it to duck. So here's it in action. You'll see the slightly green peaks going down. So they're the vocal frequencies. And so what you can see it doing is actually ducking the guitar bus, but only on those frequencies. So I think it worked pretty well. It all sort of sat in there a bit better than it did before. Before it felt like it was just floating over the top a little bit of the overall mix. So I was pretty happy with the result. So it's something for you to try. If you've got that plugin, I suggest give it a go, because it's another little feature that's tucked away in the corner. So if you've got it, you might as well try it out. Anyway, thanks ever so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Mike out.